Black genealogy books about South African families are a rich niche within the Black family heritage books genre. Growing from the nation's oral tradition, these books chronicle changes in Black family life from apartheid days to publication date. They explain the development of family attitudes, values, and behaviors from traditional to modern that include calculated risk management, decision-making, optimism, resilience, team effectiveness, and self-awareness and identity. South African Black family heritage books are published in just as wide a range of formats as are US-based Black family heritage books. They are traditional genealogy and family history books. They're memoirs, biographies, and reality-based novels. They are by both family members and outside researchers, from famous to obscure, and they emerge from both independent and commercial publishers. South African Black family heritage books range from heavy on apartheid oppression stories to light, and they twang the ancestral tales such that forebears' heroism clearly burst forth on the pages. The central South African Black family heritage book is a memoir by one of Nelson Mandela's grandsons. Going to the Mountain, Life Lessons from My Grandfather, Nelson Mandela, centers the family's role in the country's major struggles and triumphs. Published in 2018 by Penguin Random House, the Penguin Random House imprint Hutchison in London, the book in 258 pages chronicles the aftermath of Mandela's 1990 release as a political prisoner through the eyes of the author. This grandson was reared by Mandela to thrive in the post-apartheid South Africa that Mandela both helped to make possible and served as its first Black president. The book's title hints at native strains in incorporating age-old traditions, in this case, manhood circumcision, into a robust and modern economic future. Going to the Mountain is the term for adult male ritual circumcision in Mandela's culture. Land of My Ancestors by Botali Tima is an epic 280-page trade paperback South African family history published in 2019 by Penguin. While working on the UNESCO Slave Route project in the early 2000s, Tima learned that her family originated with two young men who had been child slaves in the mid-1800s. Previously published as The People of Welgavon, the book tells the young men's intergenerational story through slavery, colonialism, the Boer War, and apartheid. In a television interview about her family's attitudes and behaviors, Tima says, "I want to see you look at how these people reinvented themselves. Because what they did was, first of all, they became very strong farmers. And secondly, they took on education as an important means of being, of creating a new image for themselves. I've got it there. You can't be beaten by life. So that is why the attitude is not bitter. My grandparents didn't pass on bitterness to me. They passed on the idea that you are responsible for your destiny. In 1987, when Mark Metabane reunited with his grandmother, mother, and sister, a reunion Oprah Winfrey helped make possible, and 9 years after he had left South Africa for the United States, he learned shocking and inspirational stories about his family members' lives. These stories mirrored the lives of millions of Black South African women and families. So, in 1994, HarperCollins published his 366-page Black Family Heritage book. In African Women, Three Generations, Metabane builds on his authorship of several related books, including Kafir Boy, a novel about his coming of age under apartheid, and Love in Black and White, the story he wrote with his wife about their interracial marriage. In this family heritage book, the author centers the sagas of Granny, his grandmother, Gelly, his mother, and Flora, his sister, in the urban township of Alexandra. The book shows how apartheid shaped their daily survival, family structures, and the passing on of resilience from mother to daughter. Born a Crime is a 2016 Black family heritage book by international celebrity comedian and talk show host Trevor Noah. In memoir form, with a version adapted for youth, the book centers the author's maternal Xhosa lineage in South Africa. Published by One World and containing 304 pages, the book captures struggles, triumphs, and unbreakable bonds of a Black South African family. Noah's path from apartheid in South Africa to the desk of The Daily Show began with a criminal act, his birth. He was born to a white Swiss father and a Black Xhosa mother, at a time when such a union was punishable by 5 years in prison. Living proof of his parents' indiscretion, Noah was kept mostly indoors for the earliest years of his life, bound by the extreme and often absurd measures his mother took to hide him from a government that could at any moment steal him away. Read how, finally liberated by the fall of South Africa's tyrannical white rule, Noah and his mother started to live openly and freely, embracing the opportunities won by the worldwide anti-apartheid struggle.